Then welcome to a short update on my Tier 4 factory. It's still at Tier 4, but I'm gearing up to actually get it beyond Tier 4 soon, so I can get smart splitters and all that fun stuff, oil, all the great stuff. But I've spent a lot of time redesigning certain components of my base. Like my smelter floor is still the same. It's smelter floor. First change that I kind of change other than, big obvious change you saw if you watched the other video was the addition of this building, which it's kind of still mostly empty, but I'm just kind of building it and getting the floors kind of set up on it. Go ahead, but before I even built that, the biggest change is I changed how I was sorting stuff in this room. Originally, all this stuff going to my storage for my personal use and whatnot ran right through the center here, which I was originally going to build around that, then figured, no, it might be easier in the long run just to move the entire, assembly and then extend these out naturally, since now if I have the stuff storage there bring out the end here, I can extend, all these constructors down all the way up to here if I need to for producing more stuff, which looks like, copper-wise, I do need to do that because we're not saturating that belt fully. I mean, there's a few places I'm not saturating, like rods over there. No, I need to build those up. That wire over there is good because it's still going towards this to reinforce plate production. But yeah, I've moved to this assembler here, built this, and have everything on this floor just kind of flowing into this this area. And I also did kind of bring something down from my steel from my second floor that got delivered there too, down here to run alongside here, and then it runs along outside again to then go into my storage. It's kind of convoluted, and I'm gonna have this stuff going everywhere apparently, in an orderly fashion though. It won't be a complete spaghetti, it'll just be straight line spaghetti. Alright, and now we'll head up to the third floor where I've done more construction and what have you. I mean, the assemblers there are still relatively the same, but I've kind of done similar thing on that floor with getting things set up. In terms of, like, there was a hole in the floor here, and let's put a little tour light on there. There we go. But these I also set up so I could extend all these constructors and the assemblers here all the way down to this end to produce more of specific items and stuff. Like I was going to have different assemblers on this side, but then decided like, nah, I'll make it so I could extend these out to try to increase item production in one area if I can. I brought their belts over here and had them go down there to meet the belt down there, just for simplicity's sake on my end. Otherwise, I don't know where I would have routed the belts, but I got this lying around on the left wall here, which is pretty much assembling all of my items into kind of a main bus in a way. And it's kind of goes back either way, because as you can see here, I have rotors moving up here, go up here, and like half of them are kind of going that way to storage, the other ones head on further down. So it's a nice little setup. I need to fill that in with glass still. We're still under construction. Okay, let's turn that off for now. But yeah, I have everything set up here to where I should be able to expand this room as needed. Which I mean, there's still stuff I need to produce a lot of, like frames, stuff. But then we have concrete and steel. It's coming in from there because my steel's still getting delivered from a separate steel plant. And we have that going there, and all these two lines kind of meet up here, but I kept them separate to facilitate organization. Then this is the top floor of the new building, which is not complete either. First thing is I decided I needed to make sure these lines are far enough apart to make getting stuff on and off them simple. So, I put them far enough apart to where I could get, conveyors in between them. So my assemblers here are basically set up to where, they just pull from there. And if I need to get items from the back, then the The conveyor just goes above here and brings it on down. And I have here producing motors and stators. This one's a stator, I believe. Stator, if I'm pronouncing that right. Have it adding to that line, creating a new belt on top of this side since it has fewer items. Same thing with my motors over here. And those are the kind of all the sims I have for the just run-of-the-mill items right now. I have every item I can produce on this belt right here, including stuff like metal plates, because I honestly don't know if I need metal plates for any other process down the line. I suppose I'll figure that out and probably eventually learn, like, hey, wait, I didn't need to haul these metal plates all the way this far in the factory. But down here I got more assemblers, and this is where I started automating my space elevator components. I mean, here we got the smart plating getting reproduced. Yeah, produced. Not all of these are active. I was kind of just putting those in to see how many I could fit here. Plan to have, you know, double line of those eventually producing smart plating, and I just have it kind of moving those components moving along this back wall here. Oh yeah, look at this. All that smart plating. Yes. I need to increase materials because I'm missing something from this side. I know that much. Missing the blah blah, whatever the hell that is. The rotors. Yeah, I need more rotors. We need tons and tons of more rotors. Then I got, you know, the versatile framework here. Steel beams, frames. Oh yeah, but yeah. But that same thing there, going to do a double stack of that. Then we got the, whatever the hell this is, automated wiring apparently. Getting built here, and I have these all kind of on their own separate line. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to route them. I mean, my space elevator is all the way over there, but I'm thinking I'm going to deconstruct that space elevator and move it somewhere over here so that it's, you know, simpler to just bring these further down, move them into area like over here, like maybe right here to build, you know, the space over there and automate those parts to it, and then automate other stuff later instead of wrapping this crap all the way around to get to the elevator over there. And I don't have any way to get down to my other floor that I have down on this building so far, but I'm gonna build a ramp probably on that side. And what I need to figure out is how to move all this effectively to like potentially that floor, or at least figure out what I'm gonna put on that floor space-wise, and then from that figure out what I need to move down to that floor from here. That'll be fun to figure out. Well, I'm just gonna play that by ear. But no, that's just how this factory's kind of gone over so far. It's gonna be nice because I still like this position where I built this base, just because while the coal is like freaking way far over there, the oil I know there's oil deposits right over here. Well, there somewhere over in this area. I can't detect them yet, but they're over there, I know it. Because I've built a base up to the point where I've gotten oil from over there before. Anyway, that is this little base. Where did I put my oh yeah, he's on the end there. It's my base so far. I need to seal this up. I might also extend this building up higher potentially too, depending on how I decide I want to build it. I'm not 100% sure on that. What would be the most efficient course of action? And also, it might be more efficient just to like to turn the lower floor, depending on space needed and whatnot, into a train station when I get to trains. Because it's either doing that, or I had the idea of building the train station underneath this little sky bridge and having like my primary train when I get that, you know, my first train to be brought in pretty much through here and then unload in one direction or another. Obviously replacing that the tractor's job that's bringing in steel here. But that's what I got here going on. Still a mess, still working things, but I feel like I'm doing decently on organizing stuff together and building in a way that lets me upgrade, well not upgrade, scale things up a bit more. Like, you know, this room, like there's so much empty space here, but so much empty space here, but it's all, I'm going to be able to build more, you know, assemblers and constructors here to increase production of the materials that are being produced here, which some of them, as you saw, I already need to rapidly produce more, like, you know, rotors here, as well as I think I need more frames. I need a buttload more screws, because screws and rotors go together. Is there an alternate recipe for rotors that uses less bloody screws, is what I'm wondering. I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyway, that's this little factory out with how it's progressing, and hope you enjoyed watching. I'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in another video down the road. Bye for now. Whee!